Welcome. My name is Stacy and welcome to Stacy's Kitchen. Today we will be making brown stew fish, banana, dumpling, and sweet potato. Okay guys, so now I just washed my fish and we will be seasoning the fish now. So we have some lovely butterfish here and parrotfish. That's what we will be cooking today. So come along. This is my seasoning that I use on most of my dishes. As you watch, you'll see the different things that I do. This is one of the seasons that I use, so I put a little bit in here because we're gonna season our fish. This is chicken polio, black pepper, complete seasoning. I rarely use salt due to these seasoning already have salt, so I really try not to use salt with that. Okay, so I'm gonna open my fish and I'm gonna season the inside of my fish, the head, everywhere. Then I will go into the sides and I'll put season in the sides as well, and I will repeat that with every one of them until we're complete. Also guys, if you would like to see me cook something of your choice, you could also leave me a comment or so I could make that. If there is a dish that you like and you would like me to make that so you could see how to do that, you could leave me a message or a comment and I'll make that so you could see. Also, if you wanna be here cooking with me, you could also leave a comment about that as well, and we'll make a day that you will meet up with me and we will cook together. Any dish of your choice. Okay, so now I just seasoned my fish. I'm gonna get the stove started so I could fry my fish now, and while I am frying the fish, I will cut the seasoning and everything at the same time to go on my fish. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so now I'm going to put the oil in the pot because the pot is hot, and I'm going to start frying my fish. Also try to use a non-stick pot to fry your fish as well. Okay guys, so it's time to fry. Make sure your pot is hot as well. You never want to put your fish into a cool oil. Make sure it is steaming hot. Okay guys, so now we'll be cutting our seasoning. Okay guys, they already washed, just to let you know. This is our tomatoes. We'll be cutting them in small pieces. Bell pepper, we said sweet pepper, Jamaican said sweet pepper. Also, be turning your fish at the same time. Don't forget about your fish. Scallion, American say green onion. And garlic. It's always good to have garlic in your whatever food you're cooking. I use a lot of garlic when I'm cooking. Okay, so now we cut all the seasoning. We're gonna finish fry our fish, and then we had everything together. Stay tuned. Okay, guys. So it's time to cook my fish down now because I already fried. So this is organic coconut oil. I use that to fry my seasoning in the pot. My seasoning that I cut up before, I use it to organic coconut oil. It gives it flavor. This is also my fried fish. It's already done, and now we're gonna. What I do is make my gravy first, and then add my fish and let it cook for at least 7 minutes, and just cover it and let it stay there. So stay tuned. And the coconut oil. Then I'm gonna add some warm water. I don't like to cook my fish into a lot of water because for some reason I don't like my fish saggy. I don't like when it's too soft. Okay, so I had the water in. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more of my seasoning in there, just this. I don't use the complete again. I only use it to season the fish with this one, and then I use this for taste. Just a little bit like this. Okay, so then now I had my ketchup. And if you know, you know. This ketchup is no good. I buy the Jamaican ketchup. Grace. I bought that from the Jamaican store, but I don't have any now, so I use this one. This one is no good. It's sour. Because it is sour, I add a little bit of brown sugar to my fish. Okay, I let that simmer for a little bit, and then I had my fish in. Okay, guys, so now the gravy is nice and thick. So now I'm gonna add my fish in it and let it simmer on a low heat, and then we're all done. Stay tuned, we're gonna make dumplings. I'm adding my fish in. Okay. Just a little bit closer so you could see what's going on. Okay, that's it. I'll leave this to simmer and low heat, and then we're gonna make dumpling, banana, yellow yam, and sweet potato. Okay guys, so we already set on the pot with the hot water, and this is my yellow yam that we bought from the Jamaican store. If you know, you know. We don't buy the yam and put it in the fridge like that. You peel it and you freeze it because we don't want it to spoil. It's very expensive. So now I'm gonna add my yam. Okay, we leave that to boil. And then I'm gonna, in the meantime, I'm gonna peel my food and set it aside, and then knead my dumplings. We're gonna make dumplings. Okay, we have our salt, our flour, and cornmeal. It's gonna be cornmeal dumpling and our warm water. Okay. You need a bowl for this because you need enough space to make your dumplings. I don't know if you want to measure, but I really don't measure when I'm making dumplings. Okay, you could always put it in the fridge and reheat it tomorrow, or you could fry it with eggs. It's really good when you fry it the next day with eggs. Just for somebody who didn't know. Just refry it the next day with egg. My cornmeal. Okay. That was a little mess. Okay, so you don't put as much cornmeal as you would do with the flour. So like quarter of the amount of flour that you put, that's the amount of cornmeal you put. It depends on how much more cornmeal you want, but I would say the amount of flour you put, quarter of the cornmeal. And then for salt, just a pinch of salt. That's it. You mix together, and now we're gonna add water until it comes together. So those of you who don't really know how to do it, go slowly. Nothing is wrong with that. If it gets too soft and you want it to be more tight, all you got to do is just add flour to it and it gets back tight. And if it's too hard, just add water to it. Okay guys, almost done. Almost done. Okay, so this is all done. So we're gonna cover this and put it to the side so it could, you know, soak a little bit. Now we're gonna go to our banana and our sweet potato. Okay, so you pour the banana to the side like so. Yes, this girl doesn't boil our banana in the skin. She peel our banana. You have a lot of people who boil their banana in the skin. I don't. I peel my banana. Okay, guys. Okay, last one. And then we're gonna add our sweet potato. Okay guys, so now we made some of the dumplings already. And I'm just gonna show you how to make these ones. So I put them in small pieces according to the size that you want. And you roll it like this. And for the record, I only make dumplings in gloves because I'm wearing nails. If I'm not wearing nails, then I would make my dumpling without gloves. Okay, so we will be adding our dumplings in the pot. Normally, I would just make them and put them in the pot, but because I want you guys to see how we do them, I decided to put it on a plate so you guys could see. So now we're gonna add them in. And then we're gonna stir and add a little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt. And stir. Use a spatula so you don't break everything in there. Okay, so we leave that to cook for at least 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. The dumpling will be ready because the food is already halfway there. So we leave the dumpling to cook for 10 to 15 minutes. That's what because the cornmeal, so that's why I would leave it to cook for that. Okay guys, we are done. Finally, the dumplings are all cooked. Everything is cooked, so we're gonna take it off the fire. And I always strain mine to get the water off. So, like so. So I always take off the water off Like some and leave some. Like half the amount. I throw half the amount off and then leave the rest. Okay, so stay tuned. We're gonna show you the plating and what it looks like. Okay guys, we are finished. So it's brown stew fish, banana, yam, dumpling, and sweet potato. We are done for today. So this is the finished product. That's the finished product. Very tasty. If you have a comment or any idea, you could leave it in the comment section, or you could send me a message. I'm open for ideas. I'm open for good and bad, because we're going to have good and bad. I'm open for that. And just like, share, and subscribe. God is love.